Dear Greg, I've been driving for 30 years, but every time my wife gets in the car with me, she thinks I need a driving lesson or a co-pilot. It's making me crazy. She makes comments about my speed, the way I make turns, what lane I should be in, everything. I've never been in a wreck. I haven't gotten a ticket in many years. So why does she think I need her running commentary while I'm driving? I've already told her I don't like it. We've had many arguments about it too, but she keeps doing it. What can I do? Push her out of the car? Believe me, I've thought about that.
I suggest that the first thing you do is honestly examine your driving. You have to ask yourself whether your driving is dangerous. Is your wife making comments about your driving because she's afraid? Because you're driving too fast or too reckless, and she's afraid you're going to kill her, for example. In that case, her comments would be justified, and you would need to apologize and change your driving habits. I mean that. Everybody has a right to feel safe above all else, and you need to provide a safe environment for her when you drive. That's the most important thing. But if her comments are simply about her personal preference in the way you should drive, if it's just about her being controlling about the way you should do things, that's an entirely different picture. And it kind of sounds like that when you say that she makes comments about which lane you should be in. Obviously, I'm not there, but I've already said what I think you should do if you're driving dangerously. So now I'll be talking about the scenario, the assumption that she's simply making critical and unnecessary comments about your driving because she's just butting in, which is a very common tendency that many of us have. We just love to make comments about other people's behavior, don't we? It's like a national sport. If I lean over when you're driving and tell you what you should be doing, it makes you look stupid. It makes me look smarter than you. It makes my opinion seem valuable. It makes me worthwhile. This business of making supposedly little comments actually gives us pretty big rewards. There's a lot to these little comments, but the effects are disastrous, as you're demonstrating here. You hate them. When your wife tells you how to drive, you hear her telling you that you're an idiot. You hear her telling you that you can't do anything without her controlling you and telling you what to do. Mostly it boils down to her telling you that she doesn't love you. And that's the worst effect of those snippy little comments about how fast you're driving and what lane you should be in. They're not little comments at all. The effects are terrible. So, what can you do about them? Quite a lot. And we'll talk about that in our next session.